For centuries, we've seen ancient Egypt through the eyes of pharaohs. We've gazed at the golden mask of Tutankhamun and stood in awe of the pyramids. But what if I told you the true story of Egypt wasn't written in stone, but on broken pottery shards and scraps of papyrus? Let's travel to Deir, the village where the artisans who built the Valley of the Kings lived. These weren't kings or priests. They were stonecutters, painters, and carpenters. And surprisingly, many of them could read and write. Archaeologists found their work schedules, and they are fascinating. They're not royal decrees, but logs of daily absences. One man was off work because he was brewing beer. Another was suffering with his eye, and a third was bitten by a scorpion. These aren't grand myths. They're the mundane, relatable struggles of a working man from over 3,000 years ago. Their writings also reveal the economics of everyday life. We've found ancient shopping lists exchanged between neighbors. Bring me 2 jars of fat. One reads. Another requests onions and reads for a new basket. They haggled over the price of sandals and complained about the quality of grain. When their pay shipments of grain was late, they didn't just pray to the gods. They organized the world's first recorded labor strike, marching to the temples and shouting, "We are hungry." It was a fight for survival and dignity. But perhaps the most powerful messages are the personal ones. In one letter, a man complains to his friend about a stolen tunic. In another, a soldier stationed far from home writes a desperate letter, asking for news of his family. These notes strip away the monumental scale of ancient Egypt and leave us with raw, human emotion. These people worried about their children, argued with their neighbors, and looked forward to a cold beer after a long day's work. By reading their words, the great civilization becomes a great community. We realize the Nile wasn't just a god, it was a highway, a source of food, and the center of life for millions of ordinary people whose names weren't carved in granite, but whose stories are finally being heard. Thanks for watching. If you found this as amazing as I did, hit that subscribe button for more hidden stories from history.